2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Aaron Wiggins.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Cason Wallace is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Knicks, Anunoby out there with Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Bridges. And it's Brunson in at point. Greg, midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. What are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Brunson, right side. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. On defense, Oklahoma City. And here is Hart. Clock at 6. Bridges outside. With the drive. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, great clock awareness by Mikal Bridges. Plenty of time. You don't have to speed up.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this. It looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Towns, the pass to Anunoby. Here's Bridges, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Bridges has got his second basket of the game. And with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat, an offensive rebound, and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about.
Now here's Brunson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Doris, what a breakout for the guard Jalen Brunson these last couple seasons.
Kevin, I think what's taken a lot of us by surprise is how capable he is in being the center point of an entire offense. And not only as a scorer for himself, but involving all the guys around him. Truly an incredible transformation.
That one falls for Brunson. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, a big story this summer was Jalen Brunson signing a team-friendly extension, leaving an unprecedented amount of money on the table, but providing the Knicks with the opportunity to lock in this tight-knit core and contend in the East at the highest levels for years to come.
Wow, a team to be reckoned with. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Joe can't get it to go.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And even 3-on-3 break. Hartenstein controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Wallace against Brunson. Missed inside.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Dort passes to Wallace. Hartenstein with the screen for Wallace. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Bridges outside. Towns up top. Lets a floater go, and it's good on the layup.
As if he's not tough enough to guard already. Towns with the floater.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings in the East. Taking a look at New York, the season well underway, and they've been solid in third right now.
And I think for the Knicks, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Towns. Brunson against Wallace. And it's Brunson missing. The Thunder with the lead. Williams with the ball. And here is Wallace. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Joe can't get it to go. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues, and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
Knicks trail by 4. Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. It's tipped. On the wing, Williams. Defended by Hart. Williams passes to Joe. Here's Dort. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one is on Towns. Last season, the Thunder finished as the 1 seed for the first time since 2013.
Yeah, and that was when they were led by the young duo of Durant and Westbrook. But they've got a new group of young stars now who are looking to bring that first championship to OKC.
Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Kenrich Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Mitchell comes in for Casey Wallace. Now here's Towns. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Toronto.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
Really left alone that time.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Dort. Now, here's Mitchell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Brunson, trailing here by 8. Takes the 3. Rebound by Williams.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. From deep three-point territory. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Oklahoma City out in front as they wrap up the first quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Knicks trail by 8. So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Williams, Alex Caruso out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Joe in at the 2-guard. Brunson, no good. A second chance effort. The Thunder pull it in.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Joe in the corner. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Brunson covering. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder. And for the Knicks, they're shooting just 31% in the game. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
The Thunder leading by 8. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy, and we thank you for the report. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And the Knicks making a change here. Toppin's checked in. And how is the West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here to check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. You look at the Thunder. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out.
And, you know, for the Thunder, they've gotten off to a terrific start this year. We knew they were capable of playing terrific basketball, and so far, they have not disappointed.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Shooting two.
That one falls for Brunson. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Here's McBride. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. McBride's got 5 points so far. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's coming off a 31-point game against Cleveland.
And don't forget about the 2 blocks. He really changed the game for his team on the defensive side.
A different look for New York. Josh Hart comes in for Achua. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Payne. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Cason Wallace in for Isaiah Joe. Now, here's Hart. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Toronto.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Now, here's Caruso. After Mikal Bridges missing his last shot. Here's Hartenstein. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Back to Brunson. Brunson, hard finish inside.
And you see the aggressiveness and the absolute refusal to be intimidated inside. Jalen Brunson, a big-time finish.
Caruso with the ball. Hasn't made one yet. Puts up a 3. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And stolen by Caruso. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How has he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Miles McBride's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Mitchell's checked in. Into the lane. McBride. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. These players have been dominant on the glass in their last 10 games, leading the NBA in rebounding. Number 1, Karl Anthony Towns.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
McBride passes to Hart. Towns sets the pick for Hart. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. McBride's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Williams. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Oh, what a nice stroke from the mid-range for Jalen Williams, making you pay.
Hartenstein against Towns. Pass to Bridges. Takes a three. The Thunder pull it in. Williams finds Hartenstein. Here's Mitchell. From downtown, they get the rebound. A nice shot by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 10 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Hart. Nothing on the board. He takes it in. Towns for 3. Connects from three-point range.
Boy, what a pleasure to have a big man who can shoot the basketball like Towns. That's a pretty three.
Mitchell outside. Back to Williams. Wallace outside. Back to Williams.
I mean, Jalen Williams is a guy who a lot of people are excited about. He has the talent to be a multi-time All-Star and perhaps an even higher ceiling than that.
And the second free throw, good. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the half. Payne in the post. He's guarded by Williams. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Payne. Now here's Williams. The shot, no good. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room. Heading into the break, they're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for him. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
You know, that being said, Shaq, you can't get complacent. Got to keep stepping on that gas pedal.
Let's shift gears now and see how things are stacking up in the Western Conference. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Brunson in at the point. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, Absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and frankly borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame and he fits in personality-wise.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. Here's Brunson. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Good! Brunson, no fear down low.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Brunson covering. Wallace with a screen on Brunson. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Bridges passes to Brunson. Got a hand on it. It's stolen. Hart with it, and it's Wallace picking him up. The Thunder leading by 10. To the inside. Back to Dort. Pass to Williams. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes back up. The Thunder with another miss.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
And Brunson gets it to go.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Mikal Bridges. Putting up about 18 points per, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Here's Hart after Oklahoma City gets the 3. Bridges passes to Anunoby. Hart with the screen for Anunoby. Outside, Towns. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Towns has got 10.
Well, Cat answers with his own 3, and he says, I told you I'm the best shooting big man in history.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wallace. And the Thunder another 3.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Brunson kicks to Hart. For 3, Bridges. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, I mean, Jalen Williams got as great a basketball frame as you could hope for. That's strength right there.
When you talk about Jalen Williams, Doris, is it fair to say this guy has superstar-level potential?
Without a doubt, Kevin. Jalen Williams is a 3-level scorer. He's fearless in the clutch. He has the hunger to keep improving, and he can be a lockdown defender. He's got all the tools to reach the level you're talking about.
Here's Williams after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Pass to Hartenstein. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by New York.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Oh, Anunoby in position. And now in transition is Wallace. Here we go. The shot by Williams, no good. Knicks trail by 11. Brunson the pass to Towns. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
Well, Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has she shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
And that one misses. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation, and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
Mitchell outside. Outside Williams. Lets it go from 14. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Williams.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Payne's shot is good.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Oklahoma City shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
And the first one at the line is good. And Williams drops them both. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Isaiah Joe is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Williams at the center, locking down the middle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
And the Thunder making a change here. Caruso's checked in. And Greg, despite not winning Rookie of the Year, Holmgren had a historic start to his career.
And he would have won the award most seasons, but he obviously had some stiff competition. Regardless, he proved to be a versatile big man with star potential.
The first one falls.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. Knicks trail by 17. And here's Payne. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And here are the Knicks now. Here's McBride. The layup off target.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And that one's good, Caruso.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now here's Payne. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's a good screen. And here's Brunson outside.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
On the wing, Wiggins. Defended by McBride. Williams can't hit. Knicks trail by 20. Pass to McBride. Payne looking around. Looking to end the run. That shot off. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Caruso. Defended by McBride. Here's Joe. His 3-pointer's off the mark. The Knicks have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. McBride passes to Achua. Pass to Brunson. Drills it from outside.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Wiggins. Dort, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And Wallace subbed in for Isaiah Joe. Williams finds Dort. Back to Williams. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 4 assists in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brunson. And it's Towns missing.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, this guy is an absolute force of nature on the offensive end. SGA, I don't know what the defense is going to do with you.
Here's Towns. Buries it down low.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Another miss by Towns. The Thunder leading by 20. Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen on Brunson. A nice shot by Hartenstein.
Well, there's a craftiness to the play of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shifts the defense around to get his teammate an open look.
Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good from Brunson.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Thunder.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. And stolen by Williams. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Over Hart. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Brunson outside. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.